Okay, now I'm back and I finished the body lines. Here, I'll show you. Watch. See, here they are right there. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to copy it like this, and let's move it off and we'll take a look. Okay, here it is. There's our body plan. Now these lines up here at the top, they just kind of end out here in space. Well, that's okay because we're going to take the exact height of those lines off the profile, so they're just kind of dangling up there. Now here is the deal. This is a tracing from the original drawing. It's not going to be the final body plan, and this is why. See, if you look at these lines closely, they should all run kind of even and parallel with one another, which they don't. Let's zoom in even closer. See what they're doing? They're all over the place. So these are really not nice, fair lines. And not only that, but when we zoom out, this green line that we're looking at right here, that is the midship line. Zoom in. The green line right there, okay? Zoom out. Now when we took that line and we mirrored it over to the other side, this is what happened. Here is the midship from the left side of the body plan, and here is the midship line from the right side of the body plan. So you can see there's quite a difference here, big discrepancy. It comes down here when it gets all the way down to the bottom, it's pretty close, and it's staying close, but now it's getting very wide. Okay, and as it goes up towards the top, there it ends. So between these two lines somewhere is really going to be the true midship line. And once again, here you can see how these lines are just kind of wandering. See, this should be a nice even space between these lines. So that's why you never really use your traced lines off an original plan. This is here just to give us a guide. We're going to refine this whole body plan later. Down here, as you can see, all these body lines, they all come down here and they meet down here at the rabbit, except this one and that one and this one and this one. That's because these are can frames and they're moving up the deadwood, so that they don't go all the way down to the rabbit. Okay, so that's why they're up there. So that's the body plan. Now when I separated these two, here, let me show you. See, I could bring these two together if I take this, modify it, color, and change it black. Okay, see, now it's black. Well, I can always use the top of my center line always as my my point. So I could take this, copy this drawing, snap to the top of that center. Okay, see, I got a hold of it here, and I can snap to the center over here, and I could put the two back together, because actually this center line, let me get rid of that, this center line and this center line, this is the same line, so I can always use the top of it as a reference. See, I can move it back and forth. Okay, and that is it. Well, let's just move it back. Oh, I just changed its color back to black. Okay, let's go back here. Let's copy it. Snap to the top of my center line. Snap to the top of my center line. Let's zoom in. And you see, that's the complete body plan. But you can see here what happens. That's why I separate them, because see all these lines? They're literally all running on top of one another. It makes things too confusing. See? We don't want to do that. Same thing over here. See, all these lines just kind of end up into here somewhere, which also makes it very confusing. So that is why I separate them like that. We're going to use this now to draw our frames. Okay, and that ends it for tonight.